Documenting it, this document.
Restrictions begin to ease. Care homes across the country are trying to find a balance between keeping their residents safe and reintroducing visits from family members and loved ones. Anna Selby is the Director of Operations at Sunrise Senior Living UK and Gracewell Healthcare's COVID-19 Taskforce. She joins us from Buckingham. And Bob Skinner is a resident at Sunrise of Cardiff Care Home. Welcome to you both. Anna, to you first of all, what has it been like running care homes during the pandemic? Explain for us what you've had to go through.
Yeah, so it's been a year of lots of changes and lots of adjustments. We've had to really think through a lot of problems and find ways of maintaining safety in our homes and supporting our residents to still have a quality of life. So it's been challenging, but it's also been, we recognise that we're able to still give people that quality of life and still keep them connected and adjust the way that we work. And that's kind of where I'm coming to with this today, is that we've had to be agile. Our residents have been so resilient and brave and have coped with all kinds of things, all kinds of changes. And I feel that as we get to this stage of the pandemic, there's another change to get over, and we've got to get ready for coming out of COVID, and we've got to maintain, as you say, that balance of keeping people safe, but giving them what they deserve in their life, in what could be, the last couple of years of somebody's life.
And has it been difficult to explaining to some of your residents exactly, what's been going on for the past year?
I think, people have understood that what they've had to do. I think it's the length of time, and I'm sure Bob will talk about this. I think it's the length of time that this has gone on. I don't know if we knew a year ago where we'd be today. So I think I don't think it's come as a surprise at this point that we've had to take the measures that we've had to, because there's a really deadly virus out there that's particularly dangerous for this age group. But I think that our residents have adjusted. They've coped. They're very resilient people. They've talked about how they felt. They've shared with us. So one of the most important things for us in terms of our planning through this has been listening to people, listening to our residents, listening to our family members, particularly, who can explain the things that we don't necessarily see, so that we can address how people are feeling inside, as well as keeping them safe from the infection that's raging outside.
Bob, I wonder if you can explain for us what it's been like for you for the last year.
Well, it's been a miserable year for everyone. Dark, in fact, twists and turns, ups and downs. You've never known from one week to another what's going to happen. We've had our hopes raised and dashed, as I say, but we've come through it. And the news now is magnificent, I think, the best for months. To be able to see our families, to have our families here after all these months is great. I spent a month in hospital. Luckily, I recovered. And since I haven't had a visitor for about 6 months, but tomorrow, one of my granddaughters, Ria, is coming, and that's the end of it now. It's getting better. We're delighted, and I'm so pleased for all the people here. The staff, the carers at Cardiff Sunrise have been absolutely brilliant from day one. It's been a long, terrible year, but it's getting better, and we've got good reason to be cheerful. I don't know if you remember, if you used to be on holiday, we'd send postcards, wish you were here. Well, that's what we've been doing all the year, wishing our families were here. But we've been lucky because we've got email, we've got Zoom today. I'm speaking to my son later today, so it's made a big difference. But I realise that there are so many elderly people, especially the ones with mental troubles or Alzheimer's, who've had to struggle, but they've been helped through it. Because of the carers and the help we've all had. It's good to see daylight coming again. It won't be very long, I'm sure, before we all get back to a normal life, which will be so much better after all we've been through. No one's sad. We're looked after, we're happy. And altogether, I can't say other than I'm happy to be here.
Well, Bob, I tell you what, you've certainly cheered my spirits. What a positive outlook. I mean, that's one of the most positive summaries of what we've been through and what we should be looking ahead to. And Anna, I mean, hearing from Bob there, really there is light at the end of the tunnel. We're almost there, aren't we?
Yes, we're almost there. I mean, we have to be careful still. You know, we're not out of the woods yet, but that we should be working our way out of the woods, and we should be as positive as Bob is around what we can do next, and get ready for the next stage, get ready to adjust, really show the world that living in a care home is good for people, that people can come out of this and resume their life as it was. And I think, you know, a lot of people have been shielded and isolated and lonely at home. You know, in our homes, people haven't been alone. So, and we're in a really fortunate position that we can support that change again this time around, so that we're facing the world, and that people have reconnecting with, like Bob says, with people that they haven't seen for a long time. And it's wonderful. We just have to make sure people aren't overwhelmed, that people can adjust, but it's a wonderful position to be in, to know that we're going to be able to start connecting people in a meaningful way again very soon.
And Bob, just finally to you, what are you most looking forward to?
We're looking ahead, we're steaming ahead. It's going to be happy days ahead. In fact, I've got a first visitor for 6 months. One of my granddaughters, Ria, is coming tomorrow afternoon. I couldn't be happier.
Happy days ahead for you there, Bob. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Bob and Anna there.
Thank you.